Typically, fighters are divided by gender, weight, and skill level, but these barriers aren't always there, and we'll spend this video highlighting some of these bouts. In this bout, we've got a display of two very different fighters. A 50-year-old man taking on a girl that has a size and apparent skill advantage. Now, this isn't what you'll see when turning on a UFC or PFL card, but it's entertaining nonetheless. The female here strikes early and often with roundhouse kicks and teep kicks up the middle, but the 50-year-old man is doing a good job mitigating the impact despite not really knowing how he's doing it. Obviously, struggling with the pressure, the man will turn his back to his opponent and run away. As the fight continues, things begin looking up for the older gentleman. His side kicks and body kicks seem to bother his female adversary. Now that he's found his timing and range, will he be able to do much with it? Not much. He's continually cut off and pushed against the cage. Though he's the furthest thing from a technical fighter, he's making his kicks and footwork work for him. The advancing female fighter just can't quite trap her opponent. However, she ends the round by pushing him down to the canvas. This match did have a hiccup of not being intergender, as the cornerman of the female fighter scaled the cage and attacked the 50-year-old.
What an intense fight between the UFC and KFC. That was absolutely rubbish. It was an absolute joke. Just like the whole fat positivity movement. Gentlemen, welcome to the clown show.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Diet culture is inherently not body positive.
I'm a big fat failure. I never was very good at diets, and then I was just like, well, screw it.
Athleticism can be at every size. So right now I'm 100% healthy.
Ice cream 2.5 kilometers a day.
Meanwhile,
how would you react if you actually caught somebody in the midst of trying to body shame you? Plus-size model Natalie Haig says she decided to turn the tables by confronting him directly and then posting it for the world to see.
My name's Natalie.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. I couldn't help but notice that before we took off, you were sending really horrible text messages about me to somebody.
I wasn't.
I have photos. Yes, you were. You said, they said something about, well, hope she didn't have any Mexican food, and you said, oh, she ate a Mexican. Well, if my flight doesn't take off the ground, you know why.
Well, if my flight doesn't take off the ground, you know why.
System overload. System overload. System overload.
And stuff like that. I saw the whole thing.
Okay, I apologize. I was drinking and I apologize.
Yeah, just, you have no idea who you'll hurt with those kind of things.
I apologize. You got me and I was drinking and I apologize.
So you were drinking, okay. And, like, do you normally make fun of fat people? Like, is that something that you like to do?
You notice that I was nice to you when we were in the air, and I picked that thing up for you.
Right.
Part of my table.
Right. I didn't want part of your table. You made me feel so uncomfortable to exist in this seat that I didn't want anything from you. I didn't want you to pick up my thing off the floor.
You know, in fairness, you probably shouldn't be sitting in an extra seat. You know, when they ask you, are you willing and capable to assist people in getting off the airplane in an emergency, do you honestly think that you are?
That's funny because I work out about 5 times a week. I'm here for a shoot. I'm a model. I have a very, very large social media following.
A fat model is equivalent to me saying I'm a blind Uber driver. She says,
I work out about 5 times a week.
But she's still fat. Well, guess what, pancake lover? That's like me saying a person is atheist, but he still gets on his hands and knees, just like how my girlfriend does it when she sees me. And he prays 5 times a day, and he still believes in God Almighty. She says she works out. I swim 2 kilometers a day.
I swim 2.5 kilometers a day.
Well, guess what else swims 2 kilometers a day? A fucking land whale.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
It makes me wonder, what does her workout protein shakes consist of? A pulverized Big Mac, extra cheese, maybe a little extra on the sauce, and a side of a 5-gallon tub of chocolate sauce? Gentlemen, never underestimate a Karen's ability to make herself the victim in any circumstances and in any situations.
I've been tweeting American Airlines this whole time, letting them know your seat number, our flight number, what's happened, what you said. I showed them the photos, so they're going to take care of it for me.
Okay.
I don't think you'll ever see anything from it, and that's your own thing.
Okay.
So you know nothing about me by the size of my body.
Yeah.
You know nothing about me. So to say something, to have a quip like that back to me after I'm talking to you about this, after you already apologized, is an extra for you to do.
No, I don't think it is.
You don't think it is? Because you think that, are you a doctor?
Let me ask you something.
Can you assume something about me? Are you a medical professional? I would just love to know like where your expertise is coming from.
It's none of your business.
That's none of my business. So my body is also none of your business, so you have no idea what I can or can't do with it.
Fair enough.
She says, my body is none of your business, but secretly reading somebody's private messages is your business? This woman totally violated this man's privacy. This man can say whatever he wants to his friends.
And I don't know if you know this, but the entire time I've been sitting here like this to make sure that I didn't dare get in your seat. You have an armrest over there. This gentleman and this gentleman over here has armrest. I have not had a single armrest the whole time because you both took up the armrests.
But you also wanted to know if we could pick up the armrests
right,
if they did move.
Because before they did move.
Okay.
So that was tempting to me. And if you said no, then that would have been fine. It was a question. It wasn't, hey, move that. Hey, pick that up. It was, hey, can we pick these up? And they happened to not. And that was your choice. And if they did pick up and you said no, then that's your decision. I paid extra to sit in this seat because I knew I needed legroom. I have been researching first class flights and this class flights for 2 weeks. This flight wasn't bought by me. It's bought by the company that's flying me out here to do this shoot. So I didn't have a choice on where I sat. I had a choice to get this bigger seat so that I didn't inconvenience anybody else. I know I am big, but I have not been in your way, and you have not left a neck mark on the side window. Yeah, that was really funny, huh? That's so funny. You liked that one, huh?
I apologize.
Yeah. Don't ever treat somebody like that again.
You're right.
You don't know anything about me.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Natalie.
With this whole fat body acceptance, oh, it's sexy to be fat.
Just a reminder, you could be fat and hot at the same time.
This fat acceptance movement is the only real movement without any movement.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of bacon!
And let me ask you guys this. What do fat people and modern relationships have in common? They both never seem to work out.
Seatbelt.
Oh yeah, I can't fit it. So what's the point in wearing it when I can't fit it? If they're gonna give me a fine for not fitting my seatbelt, that's just being racist. To the fat people.
It's not racist, you idiot.
What is it then?
No one told you to go and eat like that.
Well, no one told him to make small seatbelts.
No,
they're just being racist. Like, what do they think the whole world is skinny or something? What about the big people?
That's why it adjusts.
Yeah, well, not big enough. I could actually sue. Like, what if I crash and something happens to me because the seatbelt couldn't go around me?
A seatbelt is racist. What the hell is even that? When did a seatbelt become a race? Sweetheart, you can lose the weight and change your fat ass, but you cannot change your race. Well, unless you're Michael Jackson.
Yes, Daddy. Oh, yes. Yes, Daddy. Oh, yes.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Okay.
Friends, if it's the bad news, we got.
Okay, wait.
Yeah, I've been
What does
needing.
fully favorable mean? Wait, what? Wait, fully favorable. Fully favorable? Favorable, what does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean yes? I don't know.
You're fucking
I
weirdo.
clarified, reviewed the facts of your case, and made the enclosed fully decision. Please read. Another office will process my decision and decide if you meet the non-disability requirements. Office may ask for more info. Okay, wait, what does that mean? I won! Wait.
Wait, never mind. Still on.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I think that means. What does fully favorable mean?
This is fucking weird.
I think so! I don't know!
Pass one of the reviews or whatever.
Okay.
So far. It's good.
Social Security, okay. Okay, what does fully favorable mean? I think that means yes! That's still good, right? That's like 2 years? Right? Oh my god, that's 2.5 years! Oh, what are you doing? Oh my god! March 2013! March 27, 2013! That's like a year and a half. That's 2.5 years, right? Oh my god!
Thanks, Obama.
Seeing this woman jumping up with joy and celebrating for being classified as disabled, for her being extremely overweight, has to be one of the saddest, the most depressing, blasphemous, the most asinine, ridiculous, disgusting things I have ever seen in my 28 years of living. Never seen anything quite like this one. Because you fat turds are using your disability, I'm disabled, as an excuse for you being lazy and using it as a shield for you being a fat fucking fuck. Because it's funny because these fat turds only care about being disabled when it's most convenient for them. And it's absolutely offending to my family, my uncle, and my friends who have served in the military. Because if you guys did not know, the whole body positive movement, that all body comes in all shapes and sizes, comes from people who have their arms amputated because of disease, people coming back from the military when their limbs are blown to smithereens, people are born with birth defects. It's not for people who are lazy and cannot put down the goddamn pizza, and people who can't commit to the gym. And you know what's funny? Me and you, we are paying taxes for these kinds of people. I mean, I don't like to talk about politics, but that's why I voted who I voted for. And gentlemen, you know what's even more crazy? That obesity, people now say it's a mental illness.
I think that obesity suffers from an image problem, no pun intended, but it actually does. A lot of people believe it's a lifestyle choice and don't recognize that, in fact, it's a medical condition. Oh. And I think that, I'm making Michael a bit crazy here, but I believe that just like we do with diabetes, there are preventative measures that can be put in place. Stop marketing to children, start labeling calories nationwide, stop sugar and drinks.
We do have a lot of that going on now, but do we need to go further, do you think, Michael, and start covering weight loss programs, anti-obesity meds, that sort of thing, anti-obesity surgeries?
I've got a confession. I'm a sufferer. Look, I'm overweight, not grossly. I should lose 20 to 30 pounds. Some people it's a health issue. Some people it's genetic and they struggle, and we have to help them. I'm sorry, and I know people will get very angry.
We're not talking about overweight, we're talking about obesity.
7 million people, the vast majority of people in this country who are overweight, they're overweight because they do too little and they eat too much. And when we have a world where millions of people will die of starvation because they can't get enough food, it's pretty rich, is it not, that we say obesity is a disease. For I would say less than 10% of people who are overweight, it is. For the vast majority, it's lifestyle. We don't have to hold everybody's hand. It's not always for the state to say, well, stop you getting fat. You can actually deal with that yourself.
With this whole fat positive body movement, they're like, we love being fat, but don't call us fat. So they're shameful of what they love. It does not make any freaking sense to me. Calling somebody fat is not fat shaming. It's just telling them the truth. It's like me calling a white person white and getting offended for it. It doesn't make any sense. Now, before I end this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Now, before I end this video, let's hear from our fellow cheek-slaying soldier about this topic.
Look, I'll say it. If your child is fat as a result of you putting fat pills down their throats, you're a piece of shit parent. I don't give a fuck who that offends. It's true. You set that kid up for medical conditions in the future, and I don't give a fuck how that rubs you the wrong way. Since the 1970s, the childhood obesity rate has tripled. Right now, 1 in every 5 school-aged children ages 6 to 18 are considered obese, and right now 1 in 3 adults are. It's projected, and I said this time again, by like 2030, we're going to be at a 70% obesity rate within America. What's changed between 1970s and today? Fast food has been there. We've just become so overly sensitive that we want to ignore truth, facts, and logic, and instead emplace feelings and overly sensitive emotions that trigger us, that we want to sit there and say, I know it's the truth, but don't tell it to me because I just can't handle it. Therefore, it doesn't exist. It's in this fairy tale, this fairy tale realm that if we make believe it's not there, we don't ever have to face it. I got news for you. Eventually, you will have to face it, and it's going to come in the form of a medical bill. You can fucking get mad all you want. When the fuck did it become okay to be fat? Because you take it in the context of, beauty. What we find sexually attractive. I'll say to the fucking day I die, I don't find fat attractive or beautiful. I don't. It doesn't get my dick hard. So therefore, like I said, I've got a fat shaming dick. But if we take it and we turn the argument towards health and fitness, towards taking care of your body, you've lost. I was fat. I was miserable. I was not happy. Look at me now. He's such a douchebag. No, I say it the way I say it now because it bitch slaps your brain and makes you understand that it's not good. The road you're going down will not do you any good. So that stupid woman out there that wants to say it could do more harm than good, this video, that ad could offend 1 million motherfuckers. But if it saves one life, then fuck those 1 million motherfuckers. It saved a life. And the way it goes viral is you put it in this format because it pisses motherfuckers off. And I'll end it with this. Here's the hypocrisy of our society that just blows my fucking small pea brain mind, according to some critics out there. I have to be careful and I have to be very sensitive because I don't want to hurt people's feelings. You can put an ad campaign out there against smoking because smoking gives you cancer. But if you put an ad out there against obesity, explaining scientifically why it's not good for you, why it's not helping you, people lose their fucking minds. Fuck it. The truth is the truth, and your feelings don't matter.